Now, Jan is now head of Group of Identity and Communications at Nordea Bank, and he joins us from Stockholm. Jan, thank you so much for joining us. I just first of all wanted to get your view on what your number one advice to the Greek Prime Minister today would be to try and make his people swallow the pill of austerity measures.
From my perspective, I think he's doing some things really strongly right now. He's taken the political leadership and he's clearly in the forefront of trying to modernize his country. Naturally, he's under a lot of pressure at the moment, but I think the key thing for Papandreou is to stick to his task, try to get through these short-term huge problems, and try to get through with the package that he is set into motion right now. If he does that,
of course, but
Jens, I hope that he can start.
The question is, how do you sell that to the people? Because you're right, he has taken a strong leadership, and yet he's had a vote of confidence, which he actually passed very narrowly. So how do you get the backing of your people to swallow austerity measures, which of course will hurt them?
Yeah, I think the starting point is extremely important, that you actually create a great crisis awareness, and I think that is naturally a problem for the Greek situation right now. And the other thing is, I think for us it was tremendously important to actually distribute pain equally, to both design the program so that everyone was affected, not only the poor and working, or the pensionists, or the people on welfare, but also people with high incomes and so on. I think that was a very moral standpoint that we managed to follow up and actually measure, and also tell the people that we were doing.
Yeah, and I guess
that is difficult naturally for Greece.
It is difficult. Do you think it's more difficult for Greece than it was for Sweden in the 1990s? It's a different population. They take to the streets and I guess possibly strike a lot more, or is it just down to communication and the way that the government communicates to the population?
I think it's very much a matter of actually the tax authorities' ability to deliver, so to speak. It is maybe not voluntary, but there are almost voluntary streaks in whether you have to pay tax or not in Greece, and naturally it's very difficult then to create an equal distribution of burdens if you cannot tax people properly. So that is one of the problems. I think when it comes to the rhetorical part, it is. I think that the politicians in Greece have to focus on the kind of silent and sensitive people. There are naturally a majority of Greeks that understand that the situation the country is in right now is something that has to be taken care of. So I think the kind of silent majority is at least aware of the crisis that their country is in.
Jens, of course, for Sweden at the time, you could abandon your fixed exchange rate for floating. This is something that actually Greece can't do because it's tied to the euro. Does that change things?
It certainly changes the kind of economic cycle around this, and also takes away one of the very important levers in kind of getting the benefits from the strengthening program that we launched. On the other hand, you could say that there is a big potential in Greece on just getting these structural things right. If you get rid of corruption and get a solid working tax authority in place, that will actually be extremely beneficial for Greece as well. So if they manage to get out of this immediate crisis now with kind of some structural reforms on top of that, I think they can actually look at the rather positive 5-10 years ahead.
Thank you so much. Let's really push through and then hope for a better day. Jan Larsson's there.